And I think one element that the industry can help with is creating, entertainment value, bringing the right people to the races, having nice hospitality. It's going to take some time before the venues can modernize and catch up. I mean, they're so expensive. They're single-use facilities for the most part. That's a longer road to go down, but it's starting to happen. And I think that NASCAR's awareness around the show, they do a lot of branding and activation for branding, but it's really just targeted on race day. We, in my opinion, need to move into the shoulder programming that happens on a race weekend. And when you look at venues like Talladega and what they have going on the boulevard and a concert, that's why everybody is there on Saturday.
That's right.
And so these other layers, and we're trying to lead within the Cup Garage and do things differently. I know there are others out there, but as we all continue to invest and trust this, we're going to build the value for the industry side. And of course, it's going to help raise the tide for NASCAR and the tracks and everyone else. But I'm hopeful there's more of a collective effort from team owners using our marketing, our branding folks, collaborating with others to create the show. It needs to be more than just what is seen on TV on Saturday or Sunday. It needs to be a festival. It needs to be an event.
Confidence as a race car driver is easy to, that's the commodity. It's hard to measure, but it's easy to tell. When a driver starts getting, before we even sat down and fired him up, you said, I got enough voices in my head, I don't need this IFB in, right? Because like the voice in your head telling you can or can't do it is right.
Yep.
So when you got into a slump or when you get a little bit discouraged in life, like what's it look like of trying to get out of that and get back where you want to be?
I just found I had to dig in deeper, and I didn't like it necessarily, but I had to dig in deeper, and I needed layers of accountability. Left to do my own thing, I'll take the easy way out, and I was just one of those drivers that the easy way wasn't going to work. And so thankful that for many reasons, but this being the number one, I'm not sure everybody's aware of it, but Chad Knauss's pressure and accountability just layered on me every day. And
I've got that note right there. I'm glad you brought that up.
It was tough. We fought like cats and dogs at times, but we found a way to manage that for 17 years. And when I reflect back and what I'm trying to now create with our drivers, yes, you need to have this work-life balance, but the accountability, most drivers need a lot of accountability to have the results. There's a few like Junior. The Junior Steve Letarte pairing was perfect. Steve was just a big coach. Chatted him up, kept him in the right headspace.
Yeah.
Junior did his best work.
Yeah.
And so we're all different, but that was my journey.
Do you remember your first meeting with Chad? Like, what was your first impression?
We went to a place just down the street from Hendrick. I wish I could remember the name of it. Went to lunch, like Houlihan's or something like that, some little chain restaurant. Anyhow, we had a couple meetings, one with Jim Long, another with a guy from Penske, which are both older than me, but Chad and I are close in age.
Yep.
And
As potential crew chiefs.
Chiefs. Those other meetings lasted lunch. We all left. Chad and I started talking about all kinds of things. And like 3 hours go by, and Ken Howes was with us. And Ken's like, well, Chad, they're probably going to wonder where you are at work, and we got to get back. So that was the first sign that things were going well. That weekend, we decided to go play golf, get to know each other some more. So we went to Rocky River Golf Course, right there by the Speedway. And I'm like, I only play golf and drink at the same time. So how's this going to go? And I look over, and Chad's like, comes out with a cooler smashed full of Coronas.
My man.
And I'm like, all right, I'm following his lead. Got a cooler myself. And we had the best hang, and it just clicked from that moment on, and it was a done deal.
I've always said, though, that the crew chief driver relationship is like a marriage without the benefits. I mean, it is freaking work, man.
Yep.
Because you said it, it's the accountability where you're constantly poking him, like, hey, I need this to drive a little better. Hey, I need you to get in the corner a little better. Hey, like, and it's always like this. But for you guys to keep that amount of success and accountability and also not want to kill each other. What was the milk and cookies? Wasn't that the story?
Yeah. So 04, we lose the championship. I won car on track. 05, have a real shot to win the championship. We're at Homestead racing Tony for it. I have a tire coming apart and crash, and we missed that opportunity. So we knew that the system in place, in the way that Hendrick allowed the crew chiefs to build their own little kind of silos and departments, that Rick had a vision of that changing, a more centralized engineering group and all these other things. And with that was just so much work put on the crew chiefs. And Rick believed that Chad was doing too much, and that was part of his anxiety and stress and
burnout.
And
probably.
burnout was coming. And so Rick intended to have this meeting with us, but Chad and I were just fighting like kids.
Yeah.
And so we decided, well, if you guys are gonna act like kids, I'm gonna treat you like kids. And we walk into his office, half gallon of milk, 2 Mickey Mouse plates, pile of cookies, and he made us eat cookies and drink milk.
And hash it out.
And like
Full-blown Mickey Mouse plates?
full-blown Mickey Mouse plates. And at first we thought it was funny, and then Rick insists, and we can tell Rick's pissed. And it's like, all right, we better eat these cookies.
Yeah, yeah.
And he makes us eat a second cookie, and he's just like grinding us.
Yes.
And we're like, okay, what's the punchline here? And you're gonna act like kids, I'm gonna treat you like kids. And so then we transitioned into the structure changes, and Rick challenged Chad with quite a few things, myself with quite a few things. And that winter we went to work on it, and forever changed.